Hello, so this is the EdL 522 Evaluating Websites project number 2, and we're going to give you a quick runaround of all the goodies you can find here. If you go into eddiesclass.com and you look through the blog post, you're going to see Create a Fake Site Evaluating Websites, and here you will find the lesson as well as the resources that go with it. Let's see, so up here in my table of contents, you see I have assignment 1, how to evaluate a website, assignment 2, multimedia presentation, brochure, and then the actual presentation and how to create a fake site. So this here gives you a runaround on how to evaluate a website. This here, this here is my brochure, something that you would pass around to your audience. This is the cover. And this is all the information that's going to be covered in the presentation, including the importance of evaluating educational websites, strategies and tips, and recommendations for working with students. And further down, you have another video on how to create your own fake website. So it's an advanced extension activity, but it's doable if you follow the steps. So first here with the presentation, I actually created it in Prezi, and again, this presentation is in line with what you will see on in the brochure. So evaluating websites, and the graphics that you see in this whole little series are from freepik.com. The importance of evaluating educational websites. Would you ever walk to a random stranger and believe everything they told you about American history? Probably not, but you would likely believe a professor. Would you walk up to any random person on the street and ask them for advice about medicine? You probably would not, but you would believe them if they were a doctor. So there's a certain way of verifying who is an authority and who is not. In this presentation, we are going to go over what kind of questions you would have to ask the website. You would ask a professor certain questions. You would ask them, where did you go to school? Where do you work? What are some other pieces of work you've done? You would ask a doctor, where is your clinic? Can I see your license? Can I see your ID? You would ask a police officer if they claim to be a police officer. You would ask them for their badge number. This presentation is going to be about asking the right questions when you get to a website. So strategies and tips for evaluating educational websites. The first thing is ask yourself, what is the purpose of the website? Is there an author or an organization behind the website? Can you trust them? Is the website biased? These questions go along with visual clues, such as, does the website work well? Do the links work? Does it look like a legitimate resource? And don't be fooled. Sometimes it could be a legitimate resource and not have the best website, but especially nowadays with how easy it is becoming to make a website, more often than not, good information will also have a good site. But again, don't be fooled. Do your homework. Ask these questions. Here in this video, you can watch it if you like. I go through what it means to actually compare a fake site and a real site. We evaluate here Journey North, and then we also evaluate Burmese-mountaindog.info. And some recommendations for working with kids include having them go through these two websites. There's one of them where it has the tree octopus, the endangered tree octopus in the Pacific Northwest. It's a pretty funny one. It looks like a really good, legitimate website. You'll have kids really questioning whether or not there's actually a tree octopus. And then there's the BurmeseMountainDog.info. And both of these sites are not credible, but it's good to show them to students so that they can see how easy it is for people to create sites that aren't legitimate. And then I have this little extension activity for those of you that are in the more advanced or are willing to take on the extra project. You could do this as a cooperative learning exercise where maybe somebody is in charge of the website, somebody is in charge of the graphics, and somebody is in charge of creating the stories, or as a teacher, maybe you can create the site and then plug in all the students' stories. But in this one, you're actually going to create your own fake website. And I had a lot of fun doing this one, but I haven't done this lesson myself. I think this is something I'm going to try and do towards the end of the year, or at the beginning of the year, depending on kind of where I'm at. But this one, it's pretty funny. It's we have the Fullerton Daily. This is the basic, and we have a chupacabra sighting at the Titan Student Center, and then it says that some of the ed tech faculty was caught feeding the stray chupacabra. So pretty funny. You can make your own. You can see how you can engage students with a little bit of writing as well in this project. So thank you very much for viewing this presentation. And again, you can find all of these goodies at eddiesclass.com.